Good day guys, it's Mike and I have another one for you. But before we get to the vid, wrist check. It's Friday guys, happy Frog Friday, and today I am wearing the MRG Frogman. This is the full titanium MRG Master of G Frogman, the MRG-1100. Launched in 1999, the only full titanium frogman and the only frogman that bears the tag of an MRG. Awesome piece. You don't see many of them, you don't see many videos of them. I have reviewed this, so there is a video of this on my channel. There's a couple circulating right now, but this is one of a few. So if you like the look of this guys, check the video on my channel and see what you think. Anyway, today guys, I don't have a review, but I do have some thought-provoking questions for you. It's the topic of breaking our golden rule, or our golden rules, if you will. So today guys, I have my Protrek PRW-5100YT-1JF and my Protrek PRW-7000FC-1BJF. These I have already reviewed guys. I'm gonna show them during this little conversation here, but I've already reviewed them, so you don't need any stats or anything. Beautiful full titanium, fully packed with tech, you know, the last watch you'd ever need basically. And this one is the Black Titan. Now I sold these guys, I broke my golden rule of no rebuys, and the reason why I have a golden rule of no rebuys is because of these two, my GWF 1000 RD frogman and my GWF 1000 BS frogman. Both of those frogs are the second time round for me. Now the first time I paid a substantial amount of money for them, under $1,000, but still a substantial amount of money. The second time round, when I bought them again, I paid well over that, and that really hurt guys. I really wanted them, and it was a bit of a tussle, and I eventually had the money, but still it really hurt buying those back. So I will never sell a frog. Never say never, right guys? I will never sell a frog, never sell an MRG, hopefully never sell an MRG, and never sell an MTG, because to miss them and replace them is far too much stress on the mind and on the pocketbook. So these guys set my no rebuy rule in motion. So why did I rebuy these? Why do we set these rules in the beginning guys? We set these rules for various reasons. One of my reasons was because it's financially painful to rebuy a watch for this amount of money, you know, upwards of $1,000 or so, when that money could go towards a new watch. And as you know, there's always going to be another watch guys, so to rebuy it, you're paying twice for the one watch really, and to me that's a waste. So why did I rebuy these two? Well guys, various reasons. One, when I sold them, I don't feel like I was completely committed to sell them. I sold them because I wanted to do another project, and these were the ones that were getting the least risk time at the time. But having said that, they should never have really left my my cabinets, my collection. This one I received on a birthday, so that has a special emotional attachment for me. And this one, it's a JDM. I love JDM pieces, and this one guys, in my little channel of just over 300 subscribers, now holds the most views at 4.7k views. Now for the bigger channels out there, that's not a big number at all, but guys, my channel is 300 plus subs. Small. This watch has had 4.7k views. It's right now my most successful watch on the channel, and I do actually really like it. It's my style. It's a bigger watch. You know, it's a lighter watch. It's jam-packed. It's full of tech. I love the looks. I love the functionality, and you know, I bought it because I loved it. So I shouldn't have really sold it, and I did. And I struggled with breaking my no rebuy rule. But why do we set the rules in the first place, guys? We set the rules to protect us from doing things like this, having to rebuy and spend a lot of money rebuying. We set the rules because we like, if you're like me, you like order, and rules bring order. A little OCD, so that helps. If I have rules, it helps. But then I had to break it. And guys, I have to say that the one thing about breaking a rule is if you feel remorseful after breaking a rule, especially a rebuy, if you buy that piece back again and feel like you really should have done that, and you have to sell it again, then that was the wrong choice. But I tell you guys, when I got these two guys back in my collection, it was, the excitement level was only bested by the excitement level when I first got them. I have worn nothing else but these. In fact, yesterday I wore my Magretti MPP Steel, and that was the first time I had worn anything else other than these two since getting them on Monday. I wore this today because obviously it's Friday, Frog Friday, but I'll tell you guys, I don't think I'll wear this all day today. I'm pretty sure that by lunchtime I would have swapped out for one of these two guys. I just have found a new love for them, and I don't feel bad about breaking my rules at all. So when is it good for us to break a rule, and when shouldn't we break a rule? For me personally, I think you break a rule like this when the desire to have what you are looking for, or to have them back, far outweighs the need to keep the rule, right? For me, it was far better for me to have these back in my collection than it was to feel satisfied with the fact that I hadn't broken my no rebuy rule. And I tell you guys, I made the right decision. And I want to give a shout out to Kevin at Wrong Time Watch at this moment, because I sold these to Kevin. I don't even think Kevin reviewed them yet. I know he didn't resize them. He definitely didn't reset them because they came right back into my time zone. All I've had to do is give them a little dusting, give them a charge, and wear them and enjoy them. So thank you, Kevin, for keeping them in such great condition. And that's another thing, guys. If I'd sold them to somebody else, maybe just anybody else who really wanted to keep the watches and didn't really want to sell them back, I would have been in trouble because I really wanted them back. So thank you, Kevin, for making that scenario perfect for me. When should we not break our rule? We shouldn't break our rule, guys, if breaking the rule incurs other issues like financial problems. So if you're going to buy something back, or if you have a rule to not rebuy and you want to buy it back but you don't have the money, or you're gonna have to borrow the money, or you're maxing credit cards out to that's wrong. Your rule is in place for that kind of scenario, so keep your rule for that kind of scenario. You know, guys, I want to say, be honest with yourself. I struggled with this because I like to keep my rules, and I struggled with the fact that if I broke my rule, it would be something that detrimental to me. But being honest with myself, guys, I really wanted them back. I really wanted them back. I got them back, and I was extremely happy for getting them back, and I remain extremely happy. And I have to say, in this watch collecting hobby, never say never is something that we should have at the forefront of our minds. But I will say, guys, these are collection keepers now. They've been out, they've come back, and there's no reason for them to go again. I don't have to go through all of that again. I don't want to go through all that again. So I will say this now. These are collection keepers, as well as the Frogman. If you're going to have seller's remorse, guys, that's another indication that you'd made the wrong decision. If you sell something and you turn around and really miss that piece, really feel like you shouldn't have sold it, then that was the wrong decision to make. And unfortunately, some of us only learn that the hard way. I have friends right now who have never sold a watch, guys. And I admire those guys so much. I admire the fact that you can have a collection full of everything that you've wanted and never had to sell one. I also have guys on the other side of the scale. We've recently phrased the flip away, or flippers who have the flip away, and they will buy a watch and really enjoy it for a month or two and then sell it on. I admire you guys. I admire you guys because you have worked out the formula to detach yourself from the emotional side of owning a watch. That is awesome. I, like a few of guys that I know, or a few of you out there, are in that muddy middle section where I would love to keep everything I bought because I liked everything I bought, but unfortunately I can't afford to do that, so some have to go to make way for others. And on the other hand, I like to keep the ones that I have. I like to sell the ones that I have to make way. So I'm in that middle section. I think that it's a very dangerous place to be in, and I think that for me, the rules help me keep the balance. But every now and then, I think it's fine to break a rule, guys. And it's fine to break a rule if it doesn't have any emotional, mental, physical, or financial impact on you. And that's my personal opinion of that. Guys, I will liken getting these back to, if there are any fishermen out there, imagine you've tussled with this fish for hours. You've hooked it, you've gone through a long wrestle with this fish, and you thought you've got it, and then right at the last minute the line breaks. Distress, you're distraught. You go back home, you don't have a catch. You had a great battle, but you lost. 2 weeks later, you go back and you're fishing again, and you have a battle with another fish, and you win that battle. After a long slog, you win the battle, and you haul this fish in, and lo and behold, in this fish's mouth is a hook, and that hook is very familiar to you. And you realize, the closer you look at that hook, you realize that the hook is the same hook that you had used 2 weeks ago. You caught the same fish, guys. Imagine that. That is how I felt when I got these two guys back. I had them, lost them, got them back, and now they're here to stay. So that's my analogy, guys, of, getting these back, and the reason why I feel fine for breaking my rule. And one thing I want to close out with, guys, we put rules and regs on our hobby. It's a hobby, right? We have to go to work where processes are placed on us, and we have to follow process. We have to follow the rules at work. That they're paying us to do that. But guys, this is our hobby. This is for us to enjoy. So if it's for us to enjoy, then surely, even if we place rules on what we enjoy, they should be relaxed rules. So I'm going to say this, guys. Place your rules like I will, but it's okay to break them, because remember, this is a hobby. It's our time where we have fun, right? Collecting should be fun, and it shouldn't be something that distresses you. So have fun with the hobby, guys. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a loom shot because there is some loom. Not bad at all, guys? Not bad at all. Yep, these pieces are definitely here to stay. And there you have it. I broke my rule, my golden rule of no rebuys, and I still have the rule in place, but I know that if I need to break it again, it will be for a good reason, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with breaking the rule again, guys. So I will leave it there. These two are back. They're back to stay. My rule is still in place, but it's okay if it gets broken every now and then. And right now, guys, I have a collection where I don't really have any pieces that I want to sell. All the pieces that I have are pieces that I actually love. So I don't think any of them will be for sale. But never say never, right? Guys, happy Frog Friday, and wear all of your timepieces in the very best of health. And until next time, take care.